Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Dan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon by talking about Disney in terms of the films or whatever else you can think of, the theme parks and whatnot. But yeah, I just figured I'd do this real quick here. Okay, it's not exactly gonna be real quick, and excuse me if I'm gonna be a bit repetitive here, because this when we talk about three separate things, this one main thing I want to talk about, but the two other things, I just kind of want to get out the way just real quick. We'll talk about the main thing here, but yeah, something I already discussed quite a few times, and this individual, and yeah, he doesn't like Frozen because it's trash apparently because you guessed it, lesbians, and of course sounds really homophobic. And what do you think about? But okay. Okay, moron. Hello. If I said a movie is bad because it has Chinese people as the main character, or Mexicans as the main character, or whoever else you can think of, I would be immediately deemed racist. Rightfully so if I said that. So, but why is this case any different? So, a movie's bad just because the possibility of lesbian. It's not that she actually is, just the possibility that she is. Yeah, it's supposed to be a response article to an article in which it was claiming that Disney's most anticipated sequel, Elsa just might be a lesbian, and it's stuff like this. I made a video report, I guess you can call it, already. So I did this kind of thing recently. So yeah, having articles linking up other articles to back up their claims. So excuse me if I've been a little I guess brief with some things. And yeah, Hollywood. It says right here, Hollywood, February 28th, 2018. Okay. So apparently, yeah, having surfaced this kind of a thing online with the hashtag with Elsa giving a girlfriend or whatever. Again, this is something I discussed before. Uh, just because the fans want her to be a lesbian doesn't mean it's gonna happen. Well, why does it matter anyway? Okay, so you read right here. In fact, yeah, you said fact. That's funny. And I don't know. Maybe I've done this out of spite and have her be a lesbian anyway. Whatever. But anyway, point being is that this reads that everyone involved in production seems to love the buzz, except they don't. Not really. The people involved with this movie actually were dodgy about it. They never confirmed nor deny her being a lesbian. That's the thing. They never ever really said that she was. So this article here, whoever wrote this, you're full of shit. This makes no sense at all. Why are they being dodgy? Even the individual who played all off, even he's being dodgy. Practically everyone is not. I mean, they brought to their attention, sure, but they're not really answering anything. But I do believe it may have something to do with their sales. Might affect their ticket sales or merchandise sales or DVD sales or download sales. Which still doesn't make any sense because what about the used market? What then? Folks, point being is that article, that's the second article I just showed right there. The first one is with the one smuck. Just so you know, because they linked up all these things here in these articles, but with the second article, there's a third one out there which I'll show in a moment. But okay, they'll bring up a quote from the Jennifer Lee co-director, which yes, this kind of a thing was actually brought to their attention. The crew who actually made. So yeah, the actress and everyone else and the co-director, yes, it did make it to their attention about this whole Elsa being a lesbian, but they just said general statements like this. This is just a general statement that was said. It's not confirming nor denying it, which just gets on my nerve. If she is, she is. If she's not, say so. But then that second article I just saw right there continues to show general statements. The reason behind this is that the second article I'll share with you. Again, I'll show the third in just a minute here, folks. But bottom line is that the article is taken as if this is somehow confirmation of something or whatever. But like I said, it's not a confirmation, nor they're denying it. So they're just being really evasive about it. They're being really vague about this, which is pretty stupid on their part when you think about it. Come on. And I like the movies. Don't get me wrong. I really, really enjoy the films. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying. This is folks. Okay, here we go.
I'll tell Ruth the truth. See if she's willing to help.
Just busted out of soul prison. Check out my new house.
All I gotta do is mention.
Okay, and this part just goes on to suggest that shame is at Elsa's core, her feelings and whatnot, for being different. But okay, she feels different, sure, but that doesn't mean that she herself is a lesbian. And her, I guess you say, her normal sister. Why gotta be like that? I don't get it. Find her heterosexual mate. Oh boy, this is coming off way too much similar stuff that I came across already. What are you talking about? But yeah, like I said, excuse me for brushing over a lot of this because this is what I already talked about before in one of my previous videos. Because I want to get to the other one already. That one I just showed in the beginning of the video. This links up to another one. Gay activists lobby to make Elsa a lesbian in Frozen 2. Well, hate to break it, that never happened. The first Frozen film has to be one of the biggest, growing, highest grossing films of all time when it comes to animation. I mean, okay. And again, this just talks about giving the hashtag give Elsa a girlfriend. And this one, of course, this article brings up the fact that, of course, think of the children argument. Keep
Won't somebody please think of the children?
bring up the thing of the children argument. They're too innocent. It is very important. Again, this is coming off, very familiar territory I've already spoke about. Because apparently being a lesbian, you don't know what love is. You don't know what children is dream about. External values. I mean, eternal values. I mean, such as love, friendship, faithfulness, loyalty. Just being a nice person. And then, so apparently gay people can't do this. Apparently, and then there's this conservative blogger. Let me see. Oh, there's nothing here. Yeah, like the brains, there's nothing here. But again, I'll just stop with this article here because again, this has come out very, very similar territory I've already spoke about in the previous video. So again, excuse me if I just scan a bit through these specifically. So, if anything, folks, yeah, if I don't criticize the people who made the two Frozen films, is that they're being extremely evasive, very, very evasive. They've given generalized statements. So yes, this give Elsa a girlfriend, this hashtag and all that, has gotten their attention. He has gotten everybody's attention. Everybody, literally anybody and everyone that's involved in the project has gotten their attention. Like, a lot. But the people behind it, even the woman who voiced the grown-up Anna, and yes, even the individual who voiced Olaf, everyone, well, anybody who cared enough to make a statement about it anyway, just made these generalized statements that were extremely vague, and these articles took it as if that there was a confirmation that she is lesbian, though they were not denying nor confirming anything, which is troublesome if you ask me. Don't get me wrong, I really enjoy the two movies, okay folks? I really, really enjoy the two movies. But I just thought this was a bit troublesome because, what can you just say? I mean, okay, who cares? And then this is a fictional character. She doesn't even exist, like, at all. Goes for that argument. She's a CGI character in it. Who gives a shit? But the thing is that, why can't you just answer it? I mean, at the end of the day, if it's important to the story, then fine. Otherwise, just don't bother, I guess. But another thing that the articles got wrong as well, besides, everything, is that the They claim that Frozen 2 was planned, which it wasn't. None of these short stories, not the novels. Yes, they made novels. Not the sequel. Literally nothing was planned. This expanded universe, if you want to call it, nothing was planned. It was just originally meant to be a standalone story, and that's it. All right, folks. Let's just go to the main thing I want to get back because all this was just linking up to each other and whatnot. This individual, but yeah, this guy's a moron. Of course, he misses the entire point of the movie and ignores a good chunk, or at least the important plot points anyway. Yeah, he says that it's just straight up propaganda as far as he's concerned. It's a bad movie, which it's not. But in this, he's trying to go on to say that he could barely sit through it. I'm trying to say that gay characters, it's impossible to have a great story with morals and gay characters and a good story. Like, they can't have that at all, which is stupid when you think about it, but okay. But goes on to say that is a an art propaganda that was crafted to fool people in some sort of way. And like DC's doing a more modern fable story. I mean, come on, this movie was stuck in development limbo for almost 100 years, and this is what you're doing. And of course, it's taking a stab at the Little Mermaid, and of course, Sleeping Beauty. And yes, also top of that, folks, there's also a petition to make sure she won't get a lesbian lover in the Frozen 2. Wait, dude, did you even see the movie? You really know that she doesn't have one. But like a petition would work anyway. But no, boy. But anyway, uh, the thing is that he just goes on to say that not Beauty and the Beast. He does not mention Beauty and the Beast in this one, but just want to make a reference to how the fact that Sleeping Beauty. But then again, I wouldn't be surprised if he took a stab at Beauty and the Beast. To be honest here. But movies like this are the dark side of femininity, and because I don't know some absurd reason and whatnot. The women are left unconscious, and there's some sort of chaos when it comes to the evil queen. I mean, originally, yes, Elsa was supposed to be a queen, of course, but but the thing is that character has changed. Of course, again, the first Frozen film was stuck in limbo for nearly 100 years, so of course a lot of it was changed. I don't think he saw both films. Of course, he's talking about the first movie. Just to be clear, he's talking about the first film, the first Frozen film. I mean, but anyway, he's trying to get out the very first Frozen film is very problematic. If anything, he's trying to go against what makes a man, what makes him manly, as if to say that being a lesbian is the same as being feminist, which is a stereotype. I mean, yes, there are lesbians out there. Yes, there are feminists out there who hate men. That is true, but you can't say that they're all the same. Of course, that's again a lie. It just goes on to attack Sleeping Beauty as if yes, it's okay to bother a woman that's sleeping or whatnot. And of course, the prince could be a lover. Of course, that's his lover. From Sleeping Beauty and the prince, of course, both of them are lovers. Okay. But trying to make an argument about anxiety and emotional pain, where did you get that from? But of course, when it comes to the Little Mermaid, the funny how that he specifically will go after Little Mermaid because Little Mermaid was the beginning of the new renaissance of Disney when it comes to princess movies and whatnot. I mean, yes, both films do take place in a certain period of time on Earth, sure. What does any of this have to do with anything? I don't know. We're basically trying to make a remark that uh, Elsa, just because she's a lesbian, she can't have any possibility of a lesbian. She can't have any deliverance. She's trying to make a remark how in Sleeping Beauty and Little Mermaid they have a balance of when it comes to good side of femininity and bad side of femininity, whereas Frozen doesn't apparently. But again, it's going to be anti-male, 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 anti-male. Are you kidding me? You mean to tell me if two men have sex, even if one of them as dress up like this. You mean to tell me that's not manly at all? What's more manly than that? Are you kidding me? What's more manly than having two men have an intimate relationship? If you catch my drift? Are you kidding me? So okay, let's just say Air Force wants to have sex with this guy. What's more manly than that? Him fucking him in the ass. Okay, and but yeah, but it was something like this. After sleeping this, okay, let's just say we have this in a movie, and these two would have some fun if you know what I mean. I'm pretty sure you won't say nothing really, like at all. But then, yeah, it's almost over, folks. I know this going on for quite a bit, but the article just keeps going, trying to hammer in and whatnot. And yes, it goes on the idea that she doesn't need a prince to rescue her. I mean, okay, the Frozen film is trying to do something different. It's trying to oh boy. And yes, people call the old princess movies sexist, which they're not. And this article brings it up. The old princess movies are apparently sexist. All right, folks. Yeah, just keep trying to say that Disney's up to something with these movies, specifically when it comes to Frozen, of course. And then at the last part here, folks, again, links to the articles I've already spoken about already and whatnot. So again, just excuse this if this was a bit repetitive in the beginning. But yeah, these movies, the old Disney movies specifically, yes, they were criticized for being sexist, which they were not. And just because you think they are sexist doesn't mean they are. And yes, the article brings this up because it was bringing up that a lot of people say that they were, and that's why Frozen wasn't made. He has not seen the movies at all. He's not seen the first nor the second one. But anyway, I just ended here, folks, because I just thought this was ridiculous. So this was basically me defending the first movie again. Boy, I lost count how many times I've done this already. So I've done this so many times already, folks. And yeah, he basically trying to say he could not sit through the first movie. Well, barely sat through the first movie because ew, icky lesbians, ew, whatever. What are you in middle school? But anyway, folks, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time, see ya. Oh, yeah. Later.